biography. And I'm David Abraham. I'm a member of the church, a leader, and I'm also a pastor. Standing here is my wife. And we are a product of the grace of God under the servant of God. And I feel blessed and privileged to stand here to read this one today. Not that I'm worthy, but I'll read. In the year 1970, September 19th, on Saturday, at exactly 12 p.m., midday, the cry of a precious boy child was heard at Lonsal Health Center. He was born like any other normal child. To Mr. Edward Baimba Sesay and Miss Awa Sesay. This child came at a time both parents were unprepared for it. Since both of them had their dreams, as the mother was still a student at the time. On that note, they tried everything humanly possible to abort the pregnancy of this precious child that was destined by God to be a world changer, a demon chaser, and an end-time anointed vessel. A kind of liquid was recommended to the pregnant Miss Awa Sesay, which she drank the full bottle, and her pregnant colleague also drank a little bit of the same liquid. Miss Awa Sesay, who drank the full bottle, had her pregnancy intact, but the friend who drank a little bit of it had her pregnancy aborted. Having failed to abort the precious child with all their great efforts or their human efforts, fast forward, this child was born. As a toddler, he was faced with the threat of blindness, as his eyes were literally closed for a whole week. The parents tried to get the child healed, but after a week, he miraculously opened his eyes. Another clear sign of divine intervention and the hand of God. He had a normal upbringing and was very respectful both to parents and to elders. In the year 1991, May 5, while he was still 21 years, he encountered Jesus and became a born-again Christian. Since that day, he vowed to serve the Lord as a pastor and as a sincere student who desired to become a medical doctor in the medical school, but the call of God was heavy on him to serve the Lord as a pastor, so he had to obey and went to the Bible school and graduated with masters in Christian education. This child that was born on Saturday 12 p.m. at Lonsai Health Center is now the husband to Mrs. Christiana Baimba Sesay for 25 years now, and the father to 4 children, Joel, Grace, Victor, and Ernest Sesay. As a successful husband and father that he is also the founder and general overseer of the International Church of Salvation, overseeing up to 20 churches in the ministry with hundreds of sons and daughters in the Lord. He is also the international pioneer of Christ, International Christ Army, a non-denominational ministry. He is an end-time general in the end-time army of the Lord, a passionate preacher of holiness and righteousness, and has stood for and defended this truth since the day he received it 29 years ago. Ladies and gentlemen, this child that was born 50 years ago at Lonsal Health Center, who was attempted severally to be aborted, or whose pregnancy was attempted severally to be aborted, is now a generational blessing, not only to his parents, but to the nation of Sierra Leone and the world at large. It is indeed a gift to all of us. His name is
Pastor Edward Ezekiel Baimba Sesay, General Overseer of the International Church of Salvation, is